1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, the big dick is here. Get ready. May we start?
What up, Tastemaker fam? Welcome back to another Tasty Tuesdays on the dance floor with Zbrah and Geebs. I'm one of your hosts, Zbrah, and let's get into the music. This one is called Take Your Lady by Sworn Virgins. Ladies and virgins. What more do we want to like? We the Tastemakers, this is Dash Radio, and let's get tasty.
You're listening to Tastemakers.
Dash Radio.
Do I make you horny, baby?
Oh my gosh. The music just turns me on.
Let me hear you scream.
What is up, Tastemaker fam? Welcome back to another Tasty Tuesdays on the dance floor with Zbrah and Geebs. I'm one of your hosts, Zbrah, and I'm gonna get right into it and introduce my lovely co-host, as always, Geebs.
What is going on, guys? It's a beautiful day.
It is another beautiful day, Geebs. How's it going?
Life's good. I'm surrounded by great people. The sun's out.
Yes.
It's hot.
Do you want to introduce our third on the panel today?
Of course. It's none other than the lovely Tracer. Hi, Tracer.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How have you been?
Dude, I am loving this Indian summer. It got cold there for a sec, but today I woke up and it felt like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
It is 90 degrees.
Let's go to the pool.
It's 90 degrees and 100 degrees in the studio.
It sure is.
No, seriously, there's no fan.
The fan's on. It's just
No, I know.
it's just a little stanky. Oh, we got a visitor.
Hello, hello. What's going on, man?
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know. Hi. That's okay.
He wants to. I think he wants to be our fourth on.
Oh, he wants an autograph.
Do you want an autograph?
Autograph.
We're working. We're working.
We're doing a show. That's cool. That's fine.
This is what we do at the studio. We got, people walking down, knocking on the glass. You guys got to check it out. We're on Hollywood Boulevard in Cahuenga. And that was one of the stars, I think.
They were ready.
This is what happens when you're going on a live recording, I guess.
You're just walking by and it happened down the boulevard.
Yeah, exactly.
But the DJ mixer.
Yeah, right. So how's everyone doing? Everyone?
It's great, man. It's been really, really fun lately. Yeah, like Tracy was saying, today we woke up and the weather was hot and it's looking like a beach day, honestly.
It really does.
Sick. So should we just keep it hot and sizzling and get into the music?
Of course. You know how we do. We do good hot jams in this place.
We do.
So we're going to raise the tempo just a little bit.
So let's do it.
Woo! Label time. Label time.
Woo! Yeah. You heard it correctly. We are going into our label talk segment. And it scared Tracer there. That little drop right there.
It's been a while.
Your pants just got a little bit of wet.
No, I think my panties got in a bunch.
They look a little wet. But I'm gonna start off with this label talk. I got one that Tracer actually will appreciate. They're called Flug Lab. I really love this label. It's organic, down tempo, chill. I would describe it as dreamy, emotive, heavy on the pads. A lot of songs that have that, since it has that organic feel, can have that cultural, ethnic feel. But the reason why I think Tracer will like it, because the label itself is from Buenos Aires, Argentina. And since Tracer, you are
half Argentine. I really appreciate it.
Yes, that just happened. I wasn't planning that. So, but if you guys remember, I introduced the label called Atom Nation, which was very beautiful music. And this one I put up in the same category as it. They've only started releasing music since 2018, and there isn't much more than that on them. They're just a fairly new label, and it's like one of those labels where you can't really find much information. They're all on all social medias, but
They're from Buenos Aires.
yeah,
And Argentina. Did you guys know Argentina means silver?
No way.
now we do.
Argento.
I do, at
Now I
least.
do. I didn't know that.
Yes. If you look at the periodic table, the silver is AG, Argentum,
Oh.
Argentina.
Oh, nice.
Land of the Silver. I love
There
it.
we
Yeah.
go. We got some learning lessons from Tracer today. Awesome.
Fun fact. There you go, guys. Lock it into your minds and keep that.
Yeah, ipso facto. Just let it sink in.
Yeah, silver, Argentina, Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires.
All right, and then the artist I'm gonna focus on Flug Lab his name is Greg Oakman, and this is their latest release off Flug Lab. So I wanted to take the most current release, and it really resembles what the label is about. The song I'm gonna highlight is called Rainy Light, and then it's off his 3-track EP called The Glass Clouds. I really loved every track on this EP. I highly recommend checking them out. It was hard for me to choose, but I wanted to, I don't know, this is just one that stood out most to me out of the 3, and this was just released a week ago. So this is fresh on the fresh, like I like doing on these fresh, wet panties of Tracer.
Thank you so much. I just love how you put that together with me.
But a little bit about Greg Oakman. I hope I'm not murdering his name, but he describes himself, he's from Poland, but he describes himself as a candid, colorful, mysterious, organic house and electronic dreamer that exudes freshness, crafted with style and love for music making. He has only been releasing music since 1 year ago, actually. And since then, he's already released 40 tracks. So he's been a busy man, and this is a little taste of Greg Oakman from Poland, and the song is called Rainy Light.
You're listening to the Tastemakers
with Zbrah and Geebs
On Dash Radio.
And this right here was Greg Oakman called Rainy Light off the Flug Lab label from Buenos Aires, Argentina. What y'all think?
It was very euphoric. Yeah.
It was actually very nice. It's very melodic. It reminded me of some older tracks from the early 2000s. It had that kind of air, but with a new production twist, which is really nice.
Maybe something you'd probably play.
Yes.
Maybe I'd play it at home. It was very chill, but it's very, very nice. I like the production.
Very relaxing, and
yes,
maybe doing yoga to it or something.
Yes, or maybe.
Have you done yoga to it?
Maybe.
I hope it wasn't hot yoga.
Nude yoga. It was nude yoga.
Oh, I love nude yoga.
Yeah, nude yoga. Jockstrap yoga.
Balls be swinging.
But yeah, that was Flug Lab, Greg Oakman. So check him out. Check out the label. If you like that type of music and like that vibe, and like I was saying, heavy on the pads, and you even heard sort of that kind of cultural, ethnic percussion in there as well. He threw in there, but that is, like I said, Flug Lab.
Argentina is very progressive when it comes to electronic dance music. They have incredible DJs and incredible raves that happen down there.
Yes, they do.
It's like one of their mainstream things is EDM in Argentina.
Yeah, they love to party out there.
They love to party, and they do it world-class style.
They do. All right, Geebs, what you got for us?
Ooh. All right, guys. Today for Label Talk, I am bringing Who Plays, which was formed in 2018 by the UK duo Who, which is spelled with a 0. They're basically decked out in black mask, and they've been seducing some of music's biggest players. They turned the music world on its head with their own vivid concoctions of groovy music with a playful spirit. The young act doesn't want you to know what they look like, where they're from, or what their favorite color is, hence the black mask and the whole mysterious vibe they got going to them.
Why is it black?
They want to be mysterious. They do care about making timeless and titillating club records, and are probably unarguably really proficient in that department. Who often are very confident in the way they perform, making a much deserved space in the global market. Who Works is another independent artist who run imprints, which run imprints, which has shaken the foundations of what was becoming a very rigid dance music industry. They often tend to release music every 2 weeks or so. You can find them on Beatport, Tracksource, Spotify. They tend to create some playlists on there as well. They fall under the genre of house, and the signed artists some signed artists from them would be Who, of course, the founders, Bad Intentions, Dirty Loud, McCree, Chester, and Husko, to name a few. But yeah, their sound is very, very playful, and they still like to be a little ominous in it. And then the song that I chose today it's actually by Basement Jaxx, but it was remixed by Who, and it's called Romeo, the Who festival remix. So Zbrah, if you want to play that.
All right, let's do it. Who Extended Festival remix.
Let's do it.
Woo, that was Romeo, the Who festival remix by Basement Jaxx. Again, like I said, very playful vibe, very euphoric in some feels, and then you have the little dark bass going on in the back. Damn, we were jamming up in here, weren't we?
We were jamming. Reminds me, it reminds me of the original, actually, with that little sample they put in, left in there.
Yeah, the little vocals they were using, yeah.
It reminds me of all my old festival days back in the day. Going to Coachella.
Oh, I had Zbrah reminiscing over here.
Flashback. When it was a lot cooler.
Coachella's cool every year. I hate when people say that.
No, but it's just different.
Coachella's only cool when you're there.
Yeah, but it's just different. Different type of cool.
It is. It's changed throughout the years.
Yeah, like every other big festival that grows. But yeah, this definitely gave me those festival vibes. Hence the Who Extended Festival remix.
But yeah, that was from the label Who Plays. Again, you can find them on Spotify, Beatport, Tracksource.
It's actually a really good track.
No, they release music every 2 weeks. So they're very consistent with that, as well as, when it comes to sharing their music, they do everything online. You can even, if you find them on the website, you can send in your stuff too. You never know.
Sick. So that was the label, remind us?
Who Plays.
Who Plays. And I introduced the label Flug Lab, which is the complete contrast, chill, dreamy, down-tempo vibes.
There you have it, there you have it, folks. That is Label Talk.
Label Talk. It's a tongue twister. Label. So we're going to get back to the music. This is the Tasty Tuesdays on the dance floor with Zbrah and Geebs and Tracers here with us today. And this is the Tastemaker radio channel. We're going to do our track of the week right now. And this is actually, it's kind of weird because I didn't even plan this either. But this would be another track that Tracer would something that you appreciate. This one's actually, our track of the week is by Red Axis. It just came out and it's called Some Lights. And it's off their Some Lights EP. We the Tastemakers. This is Dash. Let's get tasty.
Are you ready?
Favorite record of this week's show.
We are the Taste
Dash Radio. Dash.
music is the vibe.
Don't want no short dick, man.
I love that intro so much.
You heard that correctly, yeah. We have all those labels, we all those samples, and that means it's label versus rework.
It was original versus rework.
Yes, original versus rework. Is that what I said?
You said label versus rework.
It doesn't matter today.
It really doesn't.
But
we're that hyped.
Yeah. So today I got a special artist. I wasn't really familiar with actually, and but I'm gonna highlight the original. Her name is Ramona Brooks. Anyone ring a bell? No. Wow.
Ramona Brooks.
Ramona, now you're gonna know her. She was a soul singer and session vocalist. She was a member of Barry Manilow's Lady Flash, but she was replaced by Monica Burris before they even recorded a soul album. Before performing with Manilow, Ramona appeared in 2 off-Broadway productions and a summer stock company of hair. She made her Broadway debut in 1976 She later had a leading role in The Magic Show, which starred Doug Henning. And in 78, Ramona recorded her one and only self-titled solo album featuring the single Skinny Dippin'. In 1980, she released the 12-inch dance single, which I'm going to highlight today, I Don't Want You Back, which remains to this day an underground classic. So you guys, come on, get with it. It's Ramona. Ramona Brooks.
Want you back.
I Don't Want You Back peaked at number 55 on the dance charts in 1980, and it was written by Herman Berry, Steve Feldenschneider, and produced by Red Lion Productions. So this is Ramona Brooks, I Don't Want You Back. So right there was Ramona Brooks, I Don't Want You Back.
It's a whole vibe.
Yeah, it was a vibe. That is a classic. I mean,
it really is yeah, and I like those little vocal. I love those riffs. Those are really nice.
The riffs, the bass line.
Yeah,
there's a lot of elements in that song.
And that was when music, like, it wasn't produced by a computer. Like, there was an actual drummer there, and there was like a guitarist there. It's all live.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love the funkadelic.
That was Ramona Brooks, like I mentioned. She was battling with cancer, and she passed in 2014.
God bless her all.
Yeah, so, but she gave us this classic, and it's, amazing one as is, and it's brought back to life by the one and only Kraz Ibiza. And you know Kraz Ibiza?
Who?
Yeah, you love them.
I do know them now.
Yeah, you do. You play their tracks. But anyway, Kraz Ibiza there are two Hungarian musicians, Tommy Boy and H-Beat. Tommy Boy is the bigger of them too, but they crashed into the scene since 2010, having more than 200 releases and remixes on the world's most respected labels, Defective, Pasha, Ministry of Sound, Sony, Warner, Hyde Candy, etc., 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 etc. Kraz Ibiza is one of the most creative house producers duos of today, tagged by Beatport as the best remixers with 12 times at #1 Beatport house charts. Running the Porner Star Records label, featured over 450 releases. In addition to the studio, Kraz Ibiza has a killer touring schedule with over 150 dates covering Europe, New Zealand, China, Hong Kong, across the globe. You know it. They are everywhere, even the United States, of course. But Kraz Ibiza, these guys are no joke. Like you said, I played some of the music because I love Porno Star.
We covered them last time, right?
Yeah,
for Label Talk?
I don't think it was Label Talk. It was maybe it was. I
think it was because you went in depth. I remember you explained it.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe there was the song. But
or was it something we talked about on the side?
No, it was actually just a song I played, Porno Star, and I'm like, buy Porno Star Records. You're like, really? That's a label?
Yeah.
But I never covered them, but this is Kraz Ibiza. And the homage to Ramona Brooks, they took the sample from it, which you will hear, and you'll see some of the little samples they took from it. This song is called Take It High, and the single was released in February of 2021. And yeah, I'll just give you a listen, and you guys be the judge and see which you like better, original or the rework. And this is Take It High by Kraz Ibiza. Alrighty, that was Kraz Ibiza. Take It High. Take It High. What do you guys all think?
Funky, I loved it.
It was really cool.
Yeah. They made it their own, the original, from the original. And
like Trisha said earlier, it was obscure. Like, it was a very obscure sound, but it was like, it was a jam. It was
I wasn't familiar with the track or the original, but I can see now how they, took the best fruits from the original track.
Yeah, like I was telling you, they took the little bass line in the beginning. And what I was telling Geebs off the air was that I heard this song, and I'm like, this is definitely a sample track. It has that classic feel to it, that vintage.
The vocal,
vintage feel. So, and then I found Ramona Brooks with a song I never heard as well, and I was like blown away by it. So I'm torn. I mean, I love the original, but I love this. I would play this definitely in a club, but the original I would play at a day party. Definitely.
It definitely has a day party vibe.
Yeah, day party. So I'm torn. I love them both, but
Marcus Wyatt.
Yeah, but I would definitely. I'm torn. I love them both. So different settings. So I'm
they're both different settings. Songs. I'm with you on that, man. It was like you said. It was the rework. They were able to make it original by just like using these little samples. they didn't just change a couple instrumentals or add a couple more percussion onto it. They literally made their own body of work just from sampling from an original work, which again, it makes it hard for that decision because the song's really good. But I'm with you on that. It's different settings that require different tastes of those, but both songs are jams.
And this gives like mad respect to Krasabiza for just shows what, you know, a group that's put out so much, you know, tracks knows how to make, you know,
their own sound,
from an original, and they changed the name, added some vocals, and it's a brand new track that you probably never, if you didn't know.
I didn't know.
I wonder what the legality is of doing that. Is there any credits or any money going to the original artist or
but
producers?
that's what we've discussed in the past, because electronic music is just like hip hop music in a way, is sample that was samples as samples. So like for example, if you're on Beatport, for example, and there is a section where you buy, it's DJ Tools, for example, you go to DJ Tools.
It's all cleared.
It's all cleared. So once you buy it, royalty free. And what I've noticed, and it's interesting, when you find like a hot sample, which there's a couple songs I've liked and I've downloaded them, and then I hear another artist release it and another artist, and it's the same vocal. So they must.
100%.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, I could just buy it on Beatport and then I try to make a song, you know? And so there's that, but something like a classic song,
there are samples that
usually
are
like
coming
song
out.
credits. Usually song credits are where due, especially when they first they need to get cleared, of course, but song credits are always like a major one. It's not usually like the revenue. And let's say the song is a hit, then the songwriter can request revenue from it. But it all goes back into like how they trademark, how they release a song, but then that's all into like labels and how they.
Yeah, exactly. So that will do it for our original versus rework. And again, that's how we do it. We have it every week. This is Tasty Tuesdays on the dance floor. And we're going to go into our next segment, Geebs Cryptic Collection.
Let's go.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Are you ready?
I think I am. Let's do this, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Activate dance mode. Count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We've got some fucking fresh beats for you.
Geebs Cryptic Collection.
Well, that's exciting.
You already know what time it is. It is Geebs Cryptic Collection, where I bring you guys 3 songs, 3 artists, and just explain a little more on how I found these upon my crates. The first pick that I have for you guys today would be Yauna Nandu Remix by Darke and DeCapo featuring Ida Ziz. It was just only released as a single in 2019 under the label Medora's in the House, and it falls under the genre of house and tech house. A little bit about Darke and DeCapo. He started making waves in the industry with his creative spirit, moving music, and his famous touch on remixes. The DJ and producer didn't show any signs of slowing down soon. He released several EPs as well as remixes, and DeCapo's music creations have also been aired on some of South Africa's best radio station. He also has been affiliated with established industry leaders, including artists like Freshly Ground, Muzart, The Soil, Ralph Gum, and brands such as Soul Candy and House Africa. Within his exciting career, DeCapo has toured around Europe, where he's performed in capital cities such as London, Paris, and also performed at the annual Electropicals events at Reunion Island. So yeah, this is Yauna, the Nandu remix by Darke and DeCapo. And that was Yauna, the Nandu remix by Darke and DeCapo. Again, yeah, it fell under house and tech house, but you can hear, Afro house in there. And yeah, that was the first pick that I had on my Geebs Cryptic Collection.
Right on. Definitely ethnic, Afro feel, Afro deep house feel.
Yeah, the vocals and then the drops coming in and everything. But yeah, that was Yauna, the Nandu remix by Darkened Capo. The second pick that I have for you guys would be Los Tamales by Dennis Cruz.
I'm getting hungry.
Right? Los Tamales, he released it under an EP titled Los Tamales, and it was released in 2021. This one falls a little bit under the genre of house, and the label was released under was Crosstown Rebels. A little bit about Dennis Cruz is he is one of the pillars of the underground house and tech community. He has picked up many awards and nominations, from being Beatport's third best tech house artist to Residence Advisor's second most charted artist of 2016. And many top ones on Beatport, many top ones on Beatport. Dennis Cruz began at the age of 17, where he started DJing while studying sound engineer. And in his 20s, he had already worked with several hip hop artists and rock bands in the studio and their production. And as a DJ, he is truly setting trends with his fresh sounds. The song that I picked was Los Tamales.
Shall we play it?
Of course.
Let's go. Tastemakers, Los Tamales.
A comer. There you have it, folks. That was Los Tamales by Dennis Cruz. Again, you can hear the sound. Very salsa, very upbeat. I really, really do enjoy this track, especially when I'm driving in the car. It wakes me up, honestly. And the last pick I have for you, I'm keeping this little Spanish flavor going. I'll bring to you El Cariñoso, the Gregor Salto remix, and it is by Pablo Fierro. He just released it as a single, and it was released actually in 2010. So it's been quite a couple of years since then. It falls under the genre of house, and he released it under Grandma Rec and Mustard Publishing. A little bit about Pablo Fierro. He stands firmly at the top of the new wave of cosmopolitan electronic music, connecting ancestral sounds that cross borders, integrating them into mind-blowing electronic compositions deeply influenced by his tropical roots. Born and raised in the Canary Islands, the musician, DJ, and producer worked from the composition of his music for film to the direction of his own international record label, Be That Records, and everything in between. Lyricist and composer for guitar, bass, percussion, and piano, he has developed hundreds of productions of the most diverse styles alongside different world-class artists such as Gilles Peterson, Louis Vega, At Jazz, and Black Coffee, among others. From a young age, he dedicated his life to channeling his energy into music. He reached an extraordinary power to move and inspire other people through evocative creations in which his imposing percussion compositions intermingled and balanced with deep cultural influences. Pablo has had a charismatic release on labels such as Intervisions, Moblog, Compost, and of course Sony Music, building his characteristic sound that is unique, ardent, and always ready to integrate new influences with agility and emotion. So Zbrah, you want to play El Cariñoso, the Gregor Salto remix. This is Pablo Fierro.
You're listening to Tastemakers
with Zbrah and Geebs.
That will do it for us. This is Tasty Tuesdays on the Dance Floor edition with Zbrah and Geebs and Tracer for today. I'm Zbrah. Thank you. Geebs, any final words?
Ooh, you know how we do it. We keep it going. So keep it locked, and we play the hottest jams every day.
Tracer.
See you on the dance floor.
See you on the dance floor. See you on the dance floor. You can find us at Tastemakers_ENT, the whole Tastemaker media family. Myself at Z-Man Zbrah.
Or at Low-Key Geebs.
And I'm Tracer 101 and the Rear Enders.
And that too, if you want to get jiggy with it. That'll be it. See you guys. Until next time, Tasty Tuesdays every week, Tuesdays at 3 p.m. on Tastemaker Radio Channel.
Yow.
You're listening to the Tastemakers
with Zbrah and Geebs
on Dash Radio.